AI news is moving fast and we got a lot to discuss. OpenAI just launched a new feature for memory called dreaming inside of ChatGPT. They say today working with memory is going to be more capable inside of ChatGPT. And this is why they state with the new memory system, you can review and steer what ChatGPT remembers through a memory summary with more visibility and control over how context is used. So look at this. So you can edit the memory, you can correct the memory, which is huge because if you know currently, well, before this, all you could do was have ChatGPT delete the memory, or you delete it yourself and have ChatGPT re-input the memory in a way that you want it to be represented. But now you can do it yourself. And this is going to help for future context as well. Now, OpenAI developer says more of the iOS app loop is now inside of Codex. The Build iOS app plugin lets Codex view and test your iOS app in the in-app browser, open Swift UI previews, and hot reload edits without leaving Codex at all. Take a look at this. So this is pretty huge. This is up there in my opinion with browser use and computer use, allowing Codex to build in the iOS app plugin inside of Codex and be able to see and show you exactly what it's working on. I'm pretty excited for that. So OpenAI dropped this video called It's Time to Fly, and people have been trying to decipher or decode exactly what it is they're talking about here. They say, look closely, there's more in the showcase. You can see this custom section right here, and then there's like a diamond next to 5.5 extra high. Who knows? We're going to just have to wait and see exactly what they're talking about, but people have been trying to decode and figure out exactly what this video that they dropped actually means. Now, Tebow said over the last 24 hours, they had 3 separate small incidents that affected Codex reliability, and they reset usage limits for Codex. So if you notice that your Codex limits have been reset, that is why. And Tebow said, we're fixing a Codex bug today that was causing us to undercount tokens being served to some Pro and Plus accounts by a small amount, stating this is not the kind of bug that you want us to fix. Of course we don't. We want more Codex usage. And he stated, but didn't want to do this silently and thought you should know. So that's pretty much why the Codex rate limits have been reset. Now, NVIDIA Nemotron 3 Ultra has been launched and released today. Up to 5x faster inference, up to 30% lower cost for agentic tasks. Look at this video right here.
NVIDIA is dedicated to build open models for the world so that all of us could create our own agents. Today, we're announcing the Nemotron 3 Ultra. Yep, our next open model, and it is smart. NVIDIA is dedicated.
So we got Nemotron 3 Ultra, and I want you guys to see this. It's 550 billion MOE frontier intelligence open model built for long-running agents, delivers 5x faster inference and lowers the cost of complex agentic tasks by 30% versus other open frontier models. It's going to be really, really exciting, this open source race we have going on here.
Today, we're so excited to complete the Nemotron 3.0 family by launching Nemotron 3 Ultra, which is a 550 billion parameter model built on the same architecture as Nemotron 3 Super. Nemotron 3 Ultra was designed for agentic problems where you have an AI that's trying to solve difficult tasks for you in an autonomous way, even without you having to be fully in the loop. We built it using latent MOE, which gives us 4 times the number of experts at the same inference cost, so that we can increase intelligence at the same speed. We also included multi-token prediction capabilities, which increases inference speed, especially for a single user's inference trace. Nemotron has a few guiding principles. One is that the fastest models are the smartest models. And the reason for that is that a faster model can learn quicker. You can train it on more data, you can give it more experience during post-training, and it can think more when you deploy it. And so we know the connection between compute efficiency and intelligence is fundamental. We've designed Nemotron to be the fastest and the smartest model, and to take full advantage of all the capabilities of the NVIDIA platform. AI is no longer just a thing you ask a question to. Now it's an agent that works on your behalf. It's running all the time, it's interfacing with your tools, and it's solving problems for you night and day. A new kind of AI needs a new kind of model. Coding agents plan, code, test, debug, and iterate, resolving issues end-to-end across large code bases. These workflows can run for hours across multiple agents, each in its own inference loop. Research agents search, evaluate, cross-reference, and synthesize across hundreds of sources in order to help people find answers to their hardest questions. We've built Nemotron 3 for this, and we hope that Nemotron 3 helps people build better agents and deploy AI in many more places. In March, we also announced the Nemotron Coalition, which is a new way that we're building Nemotron. Rather than just a thing NVIDIA builds on its own, Nemotron's now being built by companies working together to make Nemotron awesome even before it is released. We're releasing Nemotron 3 Ultra using the OpenMDW license from the Linux Foundation. MDW stands for Model, Data, and Weights, and it's a new community license for open AI technologies that we think is going to help companies build and deploy AI. Nemotron 3 is fully open. Open weights, open data, and open recipes. You can fine-tune it for your own domain and deploy it wherever you need, on-premise, using your own cloud, or at the edge. NVIDIA knows what it takes to develop technologies that sustain an industry. We've been doing it with CUDA for 20 years. And now we're developing Nemotron with our partners inside the Nemotron Coalition and throughout the industry in order to bring open technologies for AI to the next level.
Pretty huge stuff there with Nemotron 3 Ultra. And speaking of, Nous Research says we are excited to join NVIDIA's Nemotron coalition of leading AI labs working together to advance open frontier foundation models. To celebrate, they've partnered with NVIDIA and Nebulous to provide 2 free weeks of new Nemotron 3 Ultra model on the Nous portal. So OpenCode says Nemotron 3 Ultra is now free on OpenCode. Text 1 million context, fully open source, NVIDIA's latest open source model. And we have Olama stating that NVIDIA's Nemotron 3 Ultra is available on Olama's cloud. So we have this from Reve stating that they're launching Reve 2.0, which they call the best 4K image model in the world. They state, we invented a new way to generate and edit any image using precise layouts. For the first time, it's possible to create images you can touch. Look at this. So that's Reve. And speaking of Reve, Arena AI says Reve 2.0 has landed number 2 in the text to image arena, scoring 1280. This puts the latest model above Nano Banana 2, MAI Image 2.5, and GPT Image 1.5 high fidelity. This is a 125 point improvement over Reve v1.5. So it's right underneath GPT Image 2 Medium, which is a huge improvement in my opinion. Now, we have this from ElevenLabs stating that you can call your Hermes agent. Yes, you can literally now call your Hermes agent on the phone and tell your Hermes agent, get to work.
Oh, shoot.
Hey, this is your Hermes agent. What can I do for you?
Hey, Hermes, can you open the GitHub/test folder and then install the ElevenLabs skills using npx skills add ElevenLabs/skills?
Of course. Let me get that started for you. Feel free to hang up and I'll keep working.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's getting crazy out here. Being able to call your AI agent at any time and tell it to do work is pretty insane. Now, speaking of ElevenLabs, they are now introducing Flow's agent in 11 Creative. They say, describe what you want to create, and the agent builds your entire workflow, selecting models, creating nodes, wiring connections, and running the generations. Look at this.
Introducing Flow's agent in 11 Creative, your AI co-builder for creative assets at scale. Describe what you want and watch it build. Flow's agent picks the right models for user requirements, wires the nodes, and runs the generations, all in one working flow. From there, you can create variants, easily swap products, and refresh your creative. Your agent will assist you on anything you need, and even get voice suggestions that match your campaign's tone and style. Once satisfied, dub your content into any language and test every concept side by side, all on one canvas. So what are you waiting for? Flow's agent, now in 11 Creative.
So that's Flow's agent. Here with Cursor, they are showing canvases. They say with canvases, Cursor can create apps like dashboards, reports, and internal tools. Now you can publish a canvas and share it with your team via URL. Look at this. And they even show here design mode is now available in canvases. Select and annotate UI elements directly in a canvas to guide Cursor's edits and iterate more quickly. And now they're showing Cursor can show your agent's context usage as an interactive report in a canvas. And the Context Explorer breaks down where tokens go across the system, prompt, tool definitions, rules, skills, and more. So pretty huge update from Cursor. And Cursor profiles have now been introduced. You can claim your handle at cursor.com/profile, and then you can have your own Cursor profile. So Cloudflare developers dropped this. They're partnering with xAI to bring Grok to Cloudflare AI Gateway. Grok LLMs, audio, image, and video models are now available through AI Gateway, built directly through Cloudflare. No additional auth, environment, or API keys needed. Now, Higgsfield AI has dropped their Higgsfield plugin for Figma, and it is now live. You can generate images with every model, create vectors as clean SVGs, build mockups in Mockup Studio, cut out backgrounds, apply color grades, swap faces while keeping the scene, shoot studio product photos with no camera, animate hero creatives into ads, A lot of people are really excited about this one, and it's a pretty huge update in my opinion. So Higgs field has been pretty instrumental in a lot of people's workflows, and I think this Figma plugin is going to be no different. Truly amazing. The possibilities are truly endless with AI nowadays. Now, Ideogram dropped Ideogram 4.0, what they're calling the best open image model in the world. Think it, make it, own it. Download the weights, fine tune your own data, and run it on your hardware. Live on every Ideogram plan and the API today. Look at this.
Nothing we can do, 'cause we can go up, and that's what we gonna do. Yeah, we can jump up, make them say, smash it all up, let your dream drop low. Whatever you need, just tell me and we'll go, 'cause we can stay here, or we can go, we can go, we can go up, make them say, smash it all up, let your dream drop.
So that's Ideogram. And Google Gemma says, introducing Magenta Real-Time 2, a new open model musicians can play as an instrument, run low latency, live music synthesis natively on your MacBook using MIDI, text, and audio. We love seeing Google's open model ecosystem grow. Look at this. So that's Magenta Real-Time 2. I'm so excited about Google Gemma in my personal opinion. I mean, I can't even begin to explain how useful it is, how much I've used it so far, and just how amazing it is and how good it's going to be for the open source community. Now, Google for Developers says agent development is moving forward while production scaling traditionally required manual infrastructure setup and provisioning sandboxes from scratch. There is now a faster path. Managed agents in the Gemini API are officially live. Get maximum agentic power with zero infrastructure overhead. One simple API call delivers a managed remote sandbox for your agent so you can focus entirely on behavior. It's fully customizable with your instructions, tools, and data via these Google links that they put here. Test, iterate, and scale long horizon tasks natively in the cloud. The hardest part of building agents is now the part you don't have to build. And that's pretty much true. So I want to show you this from Arena AI, introducing Agent Arena real world agentic evals at scale. How do you evaluate agents doing actual work? They state we measure millions of live sessions where real users accomplish real tasks. On Arena, models now get web search, file system, and terminal tools to complete complex workflows, writing code, creating slide decks, researching the web, building apps, and analyzing documents. Every session produces rich signals. Users iterate with the agent turn by turn, approving, editing, correcting, praise, or expressing frustration. The environment gives feedback to shell errors, tool failures, recovery attempts, and more. They state our leaderboard measures each model's agentic performance using causal inference across 5 signals: task success, steerability, error recovery, user praise versus complaint, and tool hallucination. They state this leaderboard snapshot is built from 300,000 plus tasks, 2 million plus tool calls, and 40 million lines of code by agents. And the top labs in Agent Arena are GPT 5.5, Claude Opus 4.7, GLM 5.1, Gemini 3.1, and Chemi K2.6. So pretty interesting information here from the Agent Arena leaderboard. And the top models are pretty much, standard for what we've known so far. So I think this is the last thing I want to show you guys. Anthropic says our internal data shows Claude is accelerating AI development, a possible path to recursive self-improvement, which is such a huge topic in itself, or AI autonomously building a more capable successor, which is huge as well. They state it's happening faster than we thought, and the implications deserve greater attention. So I just wanted to show you, where is it at? This part right here. Here it is. AI systems themselves become capable of full recursive self-improvement and begin building their successors. This happens, we can already pretty much get an idea of where the world is going to be with full recursive self-improvement and building their own successors. I mean, this is just going to turn into an AI world, especially with robotics being put into the mix. It's going to be huge. So that's all I have for this video. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe to the channel. If you have any suggestions for videos you want to see in the future, let me know down in the comment section below. I'm going to try to drop these videos for you guys every single day and be on top of the news every single day as soon as it comes out. So be sure to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you know exactly when I drop this content and you can stay up to date on everything going on in AI, because the AI world moves fast. All right, that's all I got. See you guys in the next video.